Uploading. System 1 loaded. Self-destruct sequence activated.
I smell a smelly smeller that smells smelly.
Okay, here's Stelly's Spa. And I made Stelly's Spa, guys. We have a plate of cookies. Oh yeah, and the contract. And you have to take a wet one. And then you have coffee and hot chocolate. And then we have a plate of cookies. And then a bunch of the spa stuff we'll be using, like bath bombs and face masks and a bunch of lotion. Daddy! Come out!
What do you want?
Surprise.
You have a surprise?
Yeah.
Okay, what is it?
Look. Stelly's Spa.
Stelly's Spa? Grand opening spa. Only today is free. Stelly's Spa this way.
Yeah.
What do you got there?
But you have to sign the contract first. And then I'll
There's a contract?
Yeah, you have to sign that in there when you're age, and you have to take that afterwards.
Okay, all right.
To go in.
All right.
Unless you can't get in.
John
Just your first name.
Rooster.
No, just your whatever.
Okay, and then my age?
Yeah.
27. Okay. Oh, and I have to take a wipe. Will you give me a wipe?
Why are you lying? Cut this out.
Okay, I'll put the right age. 46.
Okay.
Can you hand me a wipe? Is this for me right here?
You pick one.
It looks like coffee. I think I'll have a coffee.
Yeah, I get the hot chocolate.
Ooh, yum. Cheers.
So, his eye masks have been on for like 20 minutes, so... Rob!
I feel so rejuvenated.
John Clayco as a girl. Let's change your name. Meet Jane, everybody.
Hello, I'm Jane.
She's got.
Cheerio. Big up, as they say.
Okay, get into it.
Hello, and welcome to the next game of the Coop Games. This game is called Audio or No Audio. In this game, you will move forward in an orderly fashion, and when the audio stops, and we know it will, you must stop. Anyone found moving after the audio has finished will be eliminated from the coop. We wish you luck, and only the strong shall survive. Baga.
Ship Show.
Oh.
Whoa.
Well, hey there, folks. It's the Rooster coming at you live and direct from Ship Show Studios. I don't know if you can hear me, or we're playing the Squid Game, audio or no audio. If you can hear me, somebody give me a thumbs up. Somebody do something.
I can
don't
hear
know.
you.
All
Happy
right.
New Year, everybody.
Scott McNeil says we're all good. Can you hear Larry?
Sorry, I'm making some last-minute notes.
You sound better than normal. Okay, well, I'm using a lavalier mic. Check, check, 1, 2, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Know what I mean? Say no more. I'm using a lavalier this evening. I'm tired of the big clunky microphone in my face. You know, you don't want to hide this kind of beauty with a big clunky microphone. Right, Larry?
You got that right, brother. Hey, it's been a while. How have you been?
Oh,
How was Christmas? How was New Year's? How was New Year's Eve?
Christmas was rushed, but it was great. Hung out with Caitlin and Garrett and Eliana and Cash and Callie Girl and the in-laws. We did all the stuff. We did it all. Lots of people liking my shirt. Thank you. Thank you. It turned out I ordered it from a website. I wasn't sure what I was going to get. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's knit. It is 100% pure grade Ship Show classy, if you ask me.
You look like you could be on an episode of Laughing.
Well, maybe.
Go
It does kind of.
Go
yeah.
back and watch a Laughing episode. That's how they look.
Kevin Brubaker, the answer to that question is a resounding yes. It is a resounding yes. Garrett probably doesn't even know, as a matter of fact, but Caitlin knows, for crying out, stinking daggone freaking loud. No, it's not itchy. It's not itchy at all. How you doing, Russ C? Oh, yeah, it's in a room. Kevin, thank you. Okay, Garrett knows. Hey, by the way, look what the Cumps got me for Christmas. It's a mouse pad, and it's me as if I were this guy named Vindaloo Singh. If you don't know who Vindaloo Singh is, you should look him up on YouTube Music at some point. He sings a lot of modern songs, but he does it in an Indian accent. And we spent an afternoon on our boat singing his songs. He sings songs like, I hear those sleigh bells ringling, ding, ding, dingling, doo. He's funny. Anyway, Arnold used the power of AI to make me a funny music Indian singer. Vindaloo Rooster.
I'll have to check him out. I was unaware of Vindaloo.
Yep. Vindaloo Singh, I think is his name. No, it's not my IT guy, okay? It's not my IT guy. Russ C says, sock it to me. Oh, yeah, I'll sock it to you, all right. I sock it to a lot of people these days. Arnold says Vindaloo is the best. Indeed, indubitably.
All right, I'll check it out. I'll give you my report next Wednesday.
I don't think you'll like it, Larry. But he's really good.
Maybe a tune or two, but I don't think I could spend an afternoon listening to it.
I came in like a wrecking ball. Hey, he's so good. He's so good.
All right. I'll take your word for it.
Good morning, pineapple. Looking very good, very nice. Good morning, pineapple. Okay, anyway, enough of that. Listen, before we move any further, Larry, I just want to say for those California friends, and I'm looking at you, Dancy, at the moment, they're dealing with some stuff. There's others. There is some serious things happening in California, and our thoughts and prayers go out to all of y'all for sure.
It's got to be really bad. I watched it. I just couldn't watch it anymore, but I watched it for about 90 minutes first thing this morning. And you see all these people with their garden hoses trying to wet their roofs and houses right next door on fire. And I just keep saying, like, where's all the help? Where's the National Guard? I just am freaking out that it's just not.
Yeah, and I heard that they have like a surplus of water that they have for instances like this, you know, where things like this happen. And I guess they've used it all already from what I understand.
Oh, well, it was just freaking me out. Literally watching people with a garden hose literally spraying down their roofs and any fire that would even kind of creep towards them, quickly trying to put it out. And then you saw so many people that, I mean, they were told to evacuate. So
yeah,
their houses are going up in flames and they don't even know it. It was horrible. It was horrible to watch. I was just in awe of the people that were there or went back in and what they were trying to do to protect their homes. And this isn't just the men of the house. I mean, this was the wives too.
Right.
And then I just kind of I couldn't take it anymore because the reporters were it kind of becomes a ratings thing where people
they were sensationalizing
they're in people's faces with a microphone, asking them stupid questions. It's like, put down your microphone and help these people out. But I kept thinking, where's the California National Guard? Where's the Army? Send anybody in to help these poor people. I was freaking out over it.
Yeah, I know. Well, it sounds like they got some firefighters coming down from Washington State. So that's good to help in the efforts. So wishing everyone the best there in California. That is
my God, Roger just said
deal.
Because of the high wind, they couldn't fly the planes and helicopters. Because I kept thinking that too. where are these planes that they use for like forest fires coming down?
Kimbo's cruising, he says. The problem is the wind is so strong it takes the water before it can even hit the houses.
Yeah. Horrible situation. Just crazy. The last I saw, 5 people have died so far. It just seems like we have one bad catastrophe after another these days.
Yeah, I know.
It's very sad. This one, unfortunately, I'd say fortunately is Mother Nature, and there's just I've never even heard how the fire has started.
Right.
But the other catastrophe is just, oh boy, it's just I feel for the people in California. I'm definitely thinking of anybody I know out there, and I hope you're safe. And the best thing I could say is, your health is way more important than your possessions. Your possessions can be replaced. Your health cannot.
Yeah, and I've seen videos of people like literally inside their homes with the flames blazing all around the windows, and it's like, then they don't show you what happened. It's like, well, what the hell? But it's always tough when things like this happen, and you feel like a knob for, making, doing a live stream and telling jokes and laughing and stuff. But I guess that's kind of an escape from that reality, if you will, if you'll allow us that. So, what do the girls say about it?
They just feel so helpless, and that's, you look at this and it's like, you just keep thinking, there's got to be a way to help these poor people out. But it's a bad. I wish they would have gotten some of this snow we got here. It's like, I wish I could move this precipitation out that way, because we got hammered with snow. It was St. Louis was like right through kind of the middle to northern part. To the south of us got a ton of ice. To the north, more to the north, got hit with snow. I got like 14 inches here, with about a half inch of ice underneath that. So they're making great progress, but it's like my car still is not totally dug out yet.
Well, I saw a comment earlier from someone in Arkansas who said they were getting 10 inches, and all I could think was, I'll bet. That's all I could think. Oh, for heaven's sake. Sorry. Couldn't help it. Kevin Brubaker says levity is how we escape from the crush of life. Indeed. And Big Al, I guess, they got a ton of snow down there in Louisville.
That's what I was saying earlier. Unfortunately, I don't feel like St. Louis is equipped for a foot of snow. I don't feel we are at all. They've done a really, really good job, in my opinion. But when you go further to the south, that gets snow like this every 20 years, they're just not going to have the equipment. And people really don't know how to drive in it. People in St. Louis don't. Everybody thinks if they have a 4-wheel drive that they can still go 65 miles an hour on the highway. And you basically can until you have to stop. And so they were showing all the accidents. And I just kept thinking, why are you people heading out? Why do you have to go to the store to get milk,
scratch offs,
and bread? It's like to risk wrecking your car, getting it stuck. But we got a lot. We got a whole lot. And it's been really cold, so none of it's melted. We're not supposed to get above freezing until like Saturday, I think. So,
all I know is there are certain parts of Arkansas where they're well prepared to handle 10 inches.
Oh my baby! You're starting off the new year with a bang.
Okay, all right. Enough. We should say hi to our friends in the chat. Yes, don't you think, Nancy?
Hi, you guys.
So let's do that. What do you think, Larry?
I think you're out. It's your cue. It's go time.
I don't know if I have any good music here anymore.
Just keep pushing buttons. You find something.
What's this? Yeah, that's Christmas. I don't want to deal with Christmas right
Yeah,
now.
Christmas is way.
We'll go sexy time. How's everybody doing tonight? Mike the Itch Williams, glad to have you. So glad to have you here. Who else we got? We got Rhonda Carney in the place. John and Diamond. They came in at an interesting part. Hashtag 10 inches. Everybody say hi to Tessa Mond. Sue O'Connor's in the place tonight, along with Jamie from Sharon at Sea, and off to Chisel, riding with Larry. How you doing, buddy? Whoa, we got Gina Bird. It's the word. Bird is the word. We got Gina Bird. Yeah. Okay, enough of that, Johnny. Steve Morales, how you doing? Steve Morales, amigo. How you doing, my friend? Scott McNeil, all up in your feels, doing the moderation. Glad to have you. Crazy Lakes Travel! Dancing around a living room, watching Ship Show with John and Larry. We got Brianna's Adventures. How you doing, Brianna? How you doing, Sue O'Connor, if I didn't say hello already? Nautical Nurse Nancy, we mentioned her. Let's see, what else? Who we had? Debbie Shafgans. I imagine her sitting on the couch in an Afghan with a nice crackly warm fire. I don't know. Welcome. Rhonda Carney. Glad to have you. Hopefully all the kids are off the rides at this point and you can enjoy the rest of the evening. If you didn't get that joke, well then, either I tried too hard or you just don't get jokes very good. Kelly Madison, how are you? Glad to have you. I know I'm not equipped for 10 inches. Well, the good thing is you just need to get plowed and you'll be fine. Am I right? What? If you get a plow? Okay. Larry, what's wrong with me, man?
Where do I start?
Destroyer, how are you, buddy? Glad to have you. Todd Blount. Listen, Todd Blount is the 3D printing king, and he is presently, as we speak, printing the prototype for the Golden Cock for the Coop Cruise. How about that? It's a test run to make sure everything's copacetic, everything's good, and then he'll be sending it our way so that we can award it to that one person.
Yeah, I just thought of something. Are all the previous winners on board?
They're represented, yes. There's one that won't be, Miss Bacardi, but we understand, and our thoughts and prayers go out to Miss Marty Bacardi. We love you. We're praying for you, girl.
Yeah.
Wishing you the very, very, very best. Wendy Johnstone, hello. Jamie Wilhite. I don't know if she told Rhonda what's up, but I got 9.5 inches straight easy of you, Larry. I don't know what that means, but I'll let you guys keep that between yourselves, Rhonda Carney and Larry. Not sure.
I didn't know that was going to be out in the public.
Jeez. I didn't know that Larry was working with 9 and... Okay, what was I going to say? I was on a... Oh, so we had grand intentions of taking some luggage mats, making a vest out of them. Jamie Wilhite was going to do that for me. And then we thought better of it, okay? Thank you, Sue O'Connor. We thought better of it because of some of the controversy and people getting in trouble for having luggage mats. Some nincompoop using their luggage mat as a blanket in the airport, thinking they're cute, you know, but it is what it is. We decided not to do that. So I saw Rhonda made a comment in my Sock Exchange in the stock exchange picture that, oh, look, John can send a luggage mat because I may have sent the butlers a luggage mat. You know, I got a surplus of them. So we decided to go the safe route, not draw any undue attention to ourselves on the Coop Cruise. It's not like we're going to be dressed like 70s people and, you know, wait till they see us in these glorious shirts that are coming. They're almost done. Now listen. I don't give a crap about your V-necks anymore. The V-necks are off the table. I tried. It won't work.
Now, when you say the V-necks, are you talking about just the T-shirts?
I'm talking about for the T-shirts, yes. For the embarkation T-shirts. I tried to do it. The problem is there was only 2 places that had anything bigger than a large, and on top of that, the build quality of the garment itself was not good enough to where I could have people who have T-shirts and people who have V-necks and have the same pattern on it. It just isn't going to work. We're sticking with T-shirts. That's the way it's going to be. If you want to take a pair of scissors and cut up my glorious artwork that I spent hours working on, feel free. If your neck is strangulated every day of your life that you have to wear a T-shirt that isn't a V-neck, then have at it. I'll be sure to put text right here in the shirt. Here's where Tess will cut out her cleavage marks. I'll put it right there on the shirt. And that way the people who didn't cut it out, it'll say, here's the cleavage cut lines. And they'll be like, wait, what? Can we cut the sleeves off? Listen, if y'all want to, if y'all want to just desecrate, Kimbo's Cruising, no, I'm not going to move on, okay? No, Miss V, I am not going to move on from this. There is a part of me that says, take one for the team and wear a stinking T-shirt. It don't have to be a V-neck. Either that, or I'll just put. Either that, or I'll put perforated lines for where you can cut.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Do what you got to do. I'm only kidding. If you want to cut up the shirt, feel free. It won't last. I'll tell you that. Wendy says I'm starting to feel scared. All I know is we've done 5 group cruises. Not a single one of them had V-necks for the T-shirt, but everybody seemed to survive. But this one in particular, no one's going to make it without V-necks. That's it. I'm just kidding. You guys can cut them up. I actually designed it to where there was enough room above where you can cut it. But, you know, I like to rant about stuff, even if it doesn't, you know, I just like to rant. Okay? That's what I like to do. So that's what I do. Oh, great. Now my stuff isn't working. That's fantastic.
Well, we will definitely stand out with the T-shirts. There's no question about that. We'll all have a T-shirt on, so looking forward to it. Rant is coming.
No, it's not. But, you know, did you know, I learned something yesterday, Larry, and I do not mean to be untoward here or inappropriate. But in my search for 70s clothing, Kimbo's Cruising is only here for the fertilizer update. Well, you came about 6 weeks too early for that one. I did order some fertilizer for the spring and some pre-emergent, but that's another story. In my search for 70s clothing yesterday, specifically women's dresses, 2 things I learned. One is in the 70s, maxi dresses were like a big thing. That's what they called them. I don't know, maxi dresses. But the other thing I learned is that there used to be dresses out there, and you could look it up. Google it if you want. Girls used to wear shirts that had these like weird bow tie looking things hanging, like frilly things hanging off the front. They were called pussy bows. I'm not joking. I'm not trying to be gross. Look it up. Look it up. Now, a lot of people say, well, my mom never called it that. I don't know, because I did a search for specifically the P-bow after that to see if maybe they made them for men, but they don't. But everything, when I type in that phrase, those shirts come up galore on eBay. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I had a punk band called that. Well, listen, it's a good name for a band. Not as good as Nolte's Nuts, but that's, another story.
So our good friend from our Monday night show that we always watch, he's bringing up his rant from Monday about water in a can on a cruise ship and how it's like just an absolute faux pas. I don't really understand.
Which is worse, water in a can or a regular t-shirt?
I don't see the harm in either. I'm sorry. I do understand the water in the can thing about like carrying around but without being able to put a top on it. But I don't know. I don't understand it. I'd only have to say the cruise ship saved money by doing that. I don't know.
I think it was more of an environmental thing because the bottles could blow overboard, right? I mean, that's just a guess on my part because they don't seem to mind handing you that receipt on a windy day on the Lido deck for you to add an extra tip and have that son of a gun blow overboard, now do they? Now listen, tell me all you want that'll biodegrade in the ocean. That's fine. Still, you're throwing crap in the ocean, and I told you before, I knew personally, an octopus who was swimming along, minding his own business, when one of those carnival receipts blew overboard and blocked his eyes. He could not see. And at that very same moment, a clownfish was swimming underneath the octopus. Well, the octopus couldn't see him, and the clownfish got stuck in the octopus's little suction doodles on his tentacles, and the octopus didn't know. And, one thing leads to another. He finally lets go of the freaking clownfish. The clownfish is dazed and confused, can't swim in a straight line, so that drew the attention of a barracuda, who swam by, ate the clownfish. Right? And his name was Paul. I talked to him a couple times when we were on the Vista. Well, the barracuda was all happy, swimming along, and then a big giant great white came and ate the barracuda. All thanks to Carnival and their inability to stop with the stinking daggone freaking receipts. All right, enough of that.
Those are a nuisance. Those are a huge nuisance. There's no way around it. It's all about them trying to get you to give an extra tip for the waiters, the bartenders. But those are so annoying.
I'm generous
Water,
tip-wise anyway. But
I try to drink water as much as I can. When I go to a bar, I just say, can I just get a glass of water? I don't need it to be a bottle. I don't need it to be a can. I know the water treatment system they have on board are amazing. I'm drinking better water on a cruise ship than I am at home out of my tap. So I just take a glass of water, chug it down, slide the glass back to the bartender, and I'm done.
yeah,
Every once in a while, I will ask for a water to take back to the room. But I know with Norwegian, that's not part of your drink package, which is really bizarre.
thank you, Angela.
But, whatever. The cans, I agree. It's a little bizarre the first time you get one, or the aluminum bottle with the twist off cap. But again,
I ain't got a problem with it. I mean,
water.
There's plenty of water and beer. That's what I know. Listen, Lindy Lou, it's very, 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 very nice to see you in the live stream tonight. Glad to have you, girl. Kevin Brubaker says there's a sandwich in every beer also. Agreed.
Yeah, you got that right.
That is right. So, Dogo Me. Hi, Dogo Me. Don't recognize this name. I know who Dogo Me is. Some people might call him sexy hair. Does that give you a hint? I think that's Dogo Me.
Not helping me out on that one.
Well, his name might rhyme with Click Melky.
Okay, you got.
Does that help?
That was a pretty doggone good hint. I'll tell you that.
A good what?
That was a good hint.
I mean, come on. That's yeah, click Melky.
I just went to my shipmate, clicked on our Carnival Horizon cruise, and it's showing me 51 days until your cruise.
Oh, wow.
51 days.
I thought you said that yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday was 52.
Oh, no, that was today you posted that, huh?
Yep.
Speaking of which, here in a moment, we're going to get to this. But we'll get to that.
So I threw it out there. Ooh, I do like that. I did throw it out there on the Facebook Coop Cruise page, but I'll just speak for Southwest. When I originally booked our flight, especially coming home, the flight was outrageous. It was really, really outrageous. I'm fortunate enough that I typically always book my air with points. So if the rate goes down, they just put the points back into my account. A bunch of my friends, though, they bought the tickets, and it has gone down numerous times.
Yeah,
$30 here, $50 there. Well, today I went out and looked, and not only did it go down $100, but we were able to fly out at 4:00 instead of 7:50. That's like almost a 4-hour difference of just sitting at the airport, and which, people that fly a lot or cruise a lot, you can't check your bags till 3 hours before the flight on Southwest. So 7:50, you're sitting out in that area that is not conducive to have people waiting before you check your bags and go through security. So you're typically sitting on the floor. You're sitting on the bare floor for just hours and hours. So that's just my tip. If you flew to Southwest or any airline, Southwest, if you bought it, they won't give you the money back. But if you bought the I forget this, the whatever cheapest rate is, I forget what they call it. They'll just credit your account, so the money will just be sitting in your account for the next time you fly. Makes a nice little discount for the next time. If you use points, they just put the points right back into your account. So, especially Southwest people out there, I would say at least give it a look. It's very, very easy to change your flight and save some points or save some money or get a better time to come home.
Okay, so I'm going to show you something real quick because I mentioned earlier about the calendar of events, okay? But I did want to show you a few things of what you can expect. This is not a complete, I have not finished the full itinerary in this app that you're looking at right now, okay? But if you have internet on the cruise, this is what you'll see. I'm sorry, you don't need the internet for this. I apologize. You do not need the internet for this, okay? My bad. The only thing you need internet for within the Coop Cruise app is this. The chat feature, okay? You can't see it because I'm in edit mode. Actually, I could do... How do I do this? It's been a while since I've... let me see. Oh, preview mode. Okay, so... Let me... Oh shoot, I'm not logged in. I'm not doing all that, but trust me, the app feature or the chat feature works. But if you go to Coopgenda, you will see all of the events in the cruise, right? By date. So if you look up here on the screen, you'll see this is the 28th, Friday the 28th, 7:30 to 10 p.m. Meet up at the Embassy Suites. That's the pre-cruise meet and greet. That's that. And then as you scroll along, as you scroll along, you'll see embarkation day, right? I put 1:17 p.m. Not sure why I put 1:17, but I did, okay? Then you've got the Yawalias party, hosted by Bob and Sarah, the sail away party, for those of you that don't know what Yawalias is, but Sarah made it famous by posting several different cruise pictures like you see in this photo. If you look closely, you'll see that she takes it and it's backwards. Sail away is Yawalias. Don't know why Doodles is creeping behind him like that, but I may have photoshopped that in there, but it is what it is. So they're doing the Fly the Coop Yawalias party. Then, we got a little meetup at the Tides Bar at 9 p.m. I'm just showing you this is some of the stuff you can expect. Not all of the events have been loaded in here, but Sunday the 2nd from 12 to 1:30 or later to be determined. You've got the Coop Soup with Kevin Brubaker. If you don't know what Coop Soup is, you're about to find out, folks. It's a hot tub party for the ages. Then we got the Pajama Jam that night, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Something's got to get fixed here. This should be at the top. This is a glitch in the matrix that needs fixed. I will make sure that gets fixed. I don't understand why it's doing that, because the first thing for every day is Morning Joe with Larry. And it should be the first thing. Larry Thomas, Morning Joe. It should be up here. It's supposed to be in order. I'll work on it. Same thing, Monday the 3rd, I got to put the picture in there. Look at this, Morning Joe with Larry showing up late as the last thing. I got to fix that. Don't know why it's doing that.
PM?
No, it says AM.
Oh, that is weird. I see that.
So I got to fix that. I'll fix it. Don't worry. Shots and Socks from 12 to 1 that day. It might take a little bit longer with Kelly Madison. Rita's with Rita, followed by the Woo Hoot Nanny. I don't know why the picture's not coming up, but it's again something I'll fix. And then the 70s dance party at the club. So trust me, we're gonna do a live stream in the Facebook group to explain everything and answer a bunch of questions that anyone might have. Just kind of wanted to share that, just to give you an idea of what to expect with the app, all the different things going on. But I will, I'll get these little glitches fixed. And that's that. Trust me, if you don't see your event in there, that's just because I haven't put it in yet.
Well, it looks absolutely amazing, and I know that you spent an exorbitant amount of time.
Oh yeah, let's not forget this.
Super cool looking.
How about this? How about our coop mates? Now this is only the people that are, that I've invited, but you can actually go to your coop mates and you can see who's on the cruise. And everyone, once they come to the app for the first time, will see this page. Once they create their profile, they can upload their photo and their information. Then they can scroll through and they can filter the list. Like, hey, I want to see who's from Kentucky. I want to see. Anyway, you can scroll through, and then within that, you could actually, if you wanted to, message the people directly. And you can also, bookmark certain people so they show up at the top of the list, or you can search for them whatever you want to do. It'll all be there. You know what I'm saying? So, and there's more stuff. There's more stuff coming, but I'm going to try and keep it simple, but there's a few little things that'll be in there. There'll be a section where you can upload photos, so that they all go to my NAS system. When I return home, I'll have all the photos. So, and you can share them too with other people, right? So they'll, I don't know if they'll be able to download from there, but I'll see about that. But, stay tuned. I'm excited about that. Hopefully it all works. I've never done an app before, so if it doesn't, that's why we have Coop Ambassadors to help people with any questions. And there'll be printed agendas. Don't worry about that. There will be printed agendas, so everyone will have a copy. Don't worry. But I just wanted to kind of share that, let people know.
It looks amazing to me. I mean, it looks really, really cool. Now, you're saying you do not have to have the internet for this to work on the ship?
All the features of this will work except for the chat feature. You can't chat regardless of whether... a lot of people say, well, I can chat on Carnival and I don't have internet. Right, because what they do is they give their chat feature in their app access to their internet for that specific purpose only. I don't have my own internet, so I can't provide you all that. So
Carnival is like becoming very proud of their internet services.
Yes.
I'll tell you that.
Tess, you can see your coop mates without internet. Absolutely.
I was looking at it the other day and I was like, whoa, they are very proud of this internet service. Like, I think it's pushing $400 now for 2 people.
Yeah, I know. So,
I do forget. I will say this, the same with the drink package, because friends of ours that are going, I said, you have to remember this is a 8-night cruise. So it's that extra day from a 7-day that's going to make everything you do more expensive when you're buying it for the whole cruise. So I do understand that, but I don't know. Internet just seems to be like, they know if you want it, you're going to get it. It's kind of like the drink package. It's just the last time I looked for 2 people, it's like $1,300.
I forgot to show you this too. There's also a deck plan. You can't see this. Well, you should be able to see it. Oh, yeah. So basically what it is the deck. If you go within the app and you click the deck plan, right, it'll take you directly to the Carnival website so that you can see it. If you got internet and that's something that's usable for you, then that works. But I think what I'm going to do for the deck plan part of this app is, instead of it taking me to the Carnival website, I'm going to take screenshots of the decks and put that within there.
Very cool.
Anyway,
I use the deck planner all the time, and I am not ashamed to say that the number one reason I use it is to find the nearest bathroom.
Yeah. If I really wanted to, Larry, I could freaking take the location and actually geolocate it within a specific map in the app, to where if it says the location's at Tides Bar, you could click it and it would take you to that.
Oh, wow.
Like it would show you on the ship exactly where it was.
Right.
But that would have taken me forever to completely map out the ship like that, so I decided against it. But to answer the question, Larry, about when the app will be available, the app will be available probably 2 weeks before. And the reason why, I'm just going to tell you straight up, I have to pay for the number of users that are using the app, okay? So the way Apple does it, there's a lot of people that do free apps. Those days are pretty much long gone, because you have to pay a specific amount per month to host your app, right? So unless people are donating to the cause, where you see a lot of times in those apps, donate a cup of coffee, whatever, blah, 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 blah. I have to pay a monthly fee based on the number of users. So there's no sense in having everybody in the app right now where I'm paying for it when ain't nobody got any use for it other than to just...
I totally get it. Yeah.
So I'm going to release it like 2 weeks before. It will probably cost you $1, maybe $1.99, and that will just cover the cost of the hosting. But if it makes me do it to where you have to have a subscription, then I'm not going to do it. So I'm just going to make everyone on the Coop Cruise, if I do it free, you all owe me a drink. Because after long discussions with Kelly, I have decided I'm going drink package free on this cruise. And here's why.
I'm speechless.
Here's why, Larry.
You're gonna sponge off me like I did on you in Alaska.
I feel like every now and then I could come up to someone and say, "How you doing? It's the Rooster. Listen, how you doing on that 15? You think you're gonna make it by midnight? Because if not, I could use a Buffalo Trace. Neat." No, I'm just kidding. But we did the math here, and between Chef's Table and the drink package, it was almost as much as the stinking daggone freaking cruise itself!
Okay, so that's what I was bringing up to you the other day. It's like, I think if you do Chef's Table and have the drink package, you should pay a lower price. If you don't have the drink package, Chef's Table is a bargain for how much wine they give you. But if you have the drink pack, I mean, I got it for the first time on the Symphony, but they discounted it. It was down to like $60 a person. It was an unbelievably great deal. And even at that, it's like, all this wine you're getting, there's no limit on Royal. So,
well, Carnival,
your drink package anyway, and it was great. But it's like on Carnival, I mean,
the wine isn't very prioritized within the Chef's Table meal. You got two choices. You got red or white. You don't get a different wine with every course.
Oh, well, Royal gave you, we had 6 different wines plus a espresso martini to end it, and we got a champagne drink before it all started. And
when John states, let's do the math here, start running. Yeah, I agree. But here's the thing. Kelly does not drink a lot. And we did the math based on if Kelly had 0 drinks, which won't be the case. But if Kelly had 0 drinks, I would need to have $10, $16 drinks per day over the course of the group cruise to cover what it would have cost us just to buy the drink package outright. And I can tell you, there's only been one time in my life, and that was on the very same ship we're about to board, that I don't think I ever have hit 15. I hit 14. I hit 14 with Jimmy.
You were at Coors Light, and it was your 14th. I remember the video.
Yeah, I was with Jimmy on the Carnival Horizon on the first group cruise that they did when they were celebrating, I think it was like 20,000 subscribers on that one. I hit 14. So I'm not a huge day drinker. And if I do, I'll have a beer. I don't know. Beers are what, $7?
Well, on Carnival, they're typically 16 ounces, so they'll be like $8 or $9.
Okay, so for every 2 beers,
it's got to work for both people in the room to be drinkers. If you're both not drinkers, then it's not a great deal. And the way they've done it, I think you're making sense. Plus, like the tip just out there, you can bring 2 bottles of wine or champagne on board also.
Yeah. Well, Kevin brings up a good point. He says Julie won't be coming, so the wine will pretty much be non-existent. And he spelled wine W-H-I-N-E.
Very clever. Very clever.
Oh, yeah, Scott McNeil, that's another good point. The bucket of beer special. Like, I could do that. You know, I'm not a huge day drinker. I get sleepy when I do that.
The only thing about it, though,
at
is
night,
we have
though,
so many
forget
sea
about it.
days. We have so many sea days, and if you hang out at the pool, that's when I tend to drink the most beer. But
Well, that's
here's
the other thing. We're in the ports so late on 2 of the ports that it's kind of like, I don't know. At the end of the day, if I come up to you with sad eyes, puppy eyes, and you have the drink package, I will not turn down a free drink, is what I'm telling you. And I can tell you this. I will return the favor to those of you who may have hit a certain 15 limit. If I deem you able, I might be able to, get you a drink. I'd pay for it. I'm just saying, a little back scratching for back scratching, I would do it.
Well,
I would do it.
All I got to tell you is, you know that I will get you a drink, but you better find me early. Don't wait till 8 or 9 o'clock because you're not going to be in luck.
Deem me able, I'm screwed. Trevor has an uncanny ability to type stuff that I don't understand. Deem me able, I am screwed. Oh, no, Trevor, that makes total sense. Deem me able or I am screwed. Okay, well, Trevor, of all the people coming on this cruise, you are the one I would probably need to make an assessment at 15 to decide if you were able. I'm not going to lie. I've seen you. I'm not tarnishing the Coop Cruise's name with somebody humping the Lido deck in their underwear because I bought a 16th drink. I'm not doing it. Okay? So no, I won't help you in that regard. But, yeah, you're just getting started. You're just getting started causing trouble and giving me agita and giving me anxiety. Absolutely.
So we have so many people in our group that I'd say this to a lot of other people too. If it's 10 o'clock at night and somebody is at 6 drinks, it's like you're not going to get to 15 probably, right?
Yeah.
And that's when you try to help other people out. I've been on cruises where people have absolutely helped me out late at night. I hear you with the math. I totally get it. So I am Diamond Plus, and Melissa's about to become Diamond. And so between the 2 of us, we get 9 free drinks a day. And I said, I will never have to buy the drink package again.
Well, can I ask a question?
Bro, maybe. But not with her. 9 a day. If we have to buy more than that, we'll come out way ahead.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Well, Gina Bird, we know you've done your fair share. I know Matt came knocking on the door at 2 a.m. trying to get a hold of that card one evening. That's all I know. But and I saw a video of him coming down the steps.
He slid down the banister.
Yeah, but I have a question. Somebody said that you can. He got shut down too. So somebody said that you can have stuff delivered to your room, and I saw Debbie mention she ordered the 3 bottles of wine package for her cabin. She'll enjoy those. NyQuil kicking in big time. Listen, Big Al, I hope you're doing at least a little bit better. Big Al was struggling over the holidays sick.
Oh, no.
I didn't realize you were still sick. And I apologize. I meant to call you the other day, and I got to hanging hats on the wall. I don't know. Yeah, I'm full of excuses.
Take care of yourself. I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah, and hey, Big Al, I want you to know before you go to bed, that your firstborn son, your flesh and blood, just this afternoon, witnessed by the owner of the place himself, shot a 35 on the front nine at St. Andrews. Now, it was virtual, but my best score at virtual golf prior to last week was 44. I shot +3 at Teeth of the Dog. Do you know what that is, Larry?
Mm-mm.
Or the Tooth of the Dog? I shot +3 the other day on Sunday. Guess what York shot, Larry?
50.
+20. And this is on 18 holes I shot +3. He shot +20. Guess what my dentist shot, Larry?
+18.
+24.
Whoa.
I beat them both by a minimum of 17 strokes. I don't know what it is, Larry, but I need to get on a sticking daggone freaking golf course. And let me tell you something, Larry. I don't know when you're flying into Miami. I do want to play in the TGL, Larry. You and me. Team Coop. But Arnold and I are going to play around in Miami the day before the cruise in the morning. I don't know when you're flying in.
I'm flying in that day.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So you're coming in actually 2 days early.
Al Clayco, I also went to the dispensary, and I will be the first to tell you I feel fine.
Super awesome comment.
Hey, Larry.
Oh, would you look at this?
Yeah, well.
Would you look at that?
Look who's here. Happy New Year, Melissa.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Happy New Year, Melissa. Nice to see you on the ship show.
Very nice to see you. And can I say...
You came in at the perfect time. We were debating drink package, yay or nay.
By the way, Larry, I got a request to join the Coop Cruise Facebook group today that I almost deleted until my spidey senses kicked in. It was an individual named Connie. They asked to join the Ship Show Facebook group.
I accepted her.
No, I did.
I thought I did.
I clicked approve. That's what I know.
I clicked approve also.
Well, Connie Lingus, right? Her last name's Lingus? Connie Lingus?
Wilson.
Oh, why was I thinking it was Lingus? Oh. Would she be mad if I said, hey, how you doing, Connie Lingus?
Maybe if you...
Melissa, be honest. Tell me, would she be mad if I said, how you doing, Ms. Lingus? Like if I just said that, she said, hey, how you doing? My name's Connie. Oh, yeah, I know you, Connie. Is it okay if I call you Miss Lingus? Would she be mad?
I want to know what that means.
Right, I would say, well, you'll figure it out.
I've never heard the last name Lingus before.
Well, it's spelled Linguss. Lingus.
Okay, still never heard that name before. But she is, she's part of, she's friends of ours. She's part of the group that we're coming on. She knows basically everybody in the group.
Dogome just shat himself.
She likes to have a good time. She's very fun. She's very nice. Very good friend of ours.
Oh, no, Melissa said she'd be fine. She'd giggle in her cute little way. Okay.
That's exactly right.
Well, I don't know. Something tells me it's not as cute as you make it sound.
She'd then turn to me and say, no, what does that mean?
Well, have her Google it. Look up Conolingus. She'll figure it out. She might not be so happy once she Googled it, though.
That is exactly what she would do. She'd be laughing and she'd be like, where did you come up with that?
Well, you know what we needed to do is in the seating chart, we need to sit her with Phil.
The problem is,
I
you
mean,
bring
seriously,
this up
imagine
today.
if we sat Connie Lingus with Phil Lacio. Could you imagine?
What's going to happen is you keep saying it, and people are going to come up to her and say, "Now you're Connie Lingus, right?"
Yeah. Well, poor Philip Landon, everyone's going to call him Mr. Lacio. Phil Lacio.
then we
And
have two
Connie
other friends,
Lingus.
their last
Nice to
name
meet
is
you.
Wilson. We have 3 of our friends' last name is Wilson that are coming. So yes,
I amuse myself a little bit more than I need to.
yeah. Next thing you know, you're going to have nicknames for everybody going on the Coop cruise.
Well, yeah.
So anyway, Melissa, nice for you to join us. Thank you for stopping in and saying hello. There's just debate about the drink package, and we're going over basically how 2 people in the room need to be drinkers. For
Hey,
it to be,
what does Melissa think of the shirt designs? Did she see them?
She did.
I value her opinion. Is she going to wear the shirt?
I don't want to speak for her.
That's a no. All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
She wore the one for. Was there a T-shirt or it was just a hoodie for Alaska?
No, there were shirts.
I know we got the hoodies, and I'm pretty sure we had the T-shirts.
Melissa, I'm going to need you to wear the T-shirt.
She's usually a pretty good trooper about going along with things.
By the way, I sent Melissa a message on Messenger, but I don't think she responded to me.
Really?
I did, and I'll tell you what it was about. Uncle Steve, his wife, her shirt's hot fire, Larry. It's hot fire.
Her Uncle Steve's wife, which would be her aunt.
I don't know her name, but Aunt Steve's wife, it's hot fire.
That's her aunt, yeah.
So, I'm just saying, you're looking for 70s formal night attire, you might as well call Aunt Steve's wife and see if she could. I'm just saying. Just saying.
I need to get with Melissa on that.
Oh my God.
We haven't really discussed what we're going to do for that
Super
night.
awesome comment.
Tess
have
Almond
ideas.
says Phil plus Connie equals 69. I don't know if you get the joke, right, Larry?
I get the joke.
Okay, all right. I think I see.
very-
You're the voice
very-
of reason.
Connie's very nice, very sweet woman. She'll blend in great with everybody.
Trevor,
She's a
you're
little
overthinking
shy.
it.
She's a little shy out of the gate, which like many people are. But
Like me.
I keep trying to tell everybody, the friends of mine that are going, that it'll be you'll just be amazed at how quickly you make friends with that group of people. So, and Connie will be one of those also.
Well, I mean, let's be honest, Larry.
All of our friends will.
Let's be honest.
Yeah. There's something fun about meeting, your people in the cruise community. It's just amazing how you feel like you're already friends, even though you've never met.
Okay, Melissa, I'll see your I don't like t-shirts. I'll design you a dress. How about that? How about a sundress with that design on it? I can do it.
Or a pool cover-up. She'd wear that.
I can do that. Trust me.
Like pool cover-ups.
I have the technology. I've been looking at a few options, right? So I'm just kidding, Melissa. If you want to be the one person who's not wearing one, I'm just playing. But
Well,
I
at
am
least
going to
she has
make
a
other
red
things,
hat.
Larry.
She does have a red hat. She does not have a blue hat.
I do have the technology to make a velvet bikini.
Ooh.
I'm just kidding. I mean, I do, but Aunt Cindy's shirt is hot fire, right? There's all kinds of stuff that I have available as options. Now, this is the last thing I wanted to bring up about the shirts before we move on here, is that in order for me to make all over print shirts, the options are very limited in the United States. In terms of especially quality, because there's a place out of Detroit that does it, but the shirts I ordered a test run are complete crap. You could see through the t-shirts, which some of you may appreciate, but I don't, and they're crap quality. The print was crap. Everything about it was crap. And it kind of sucks because I refuse to not go big with these shirts. So Kimbo's Cruising, if you have a blue hat, this is what I have to say to you. You failed. There's a purpose for the red hats.
Our Phoenix friend had a blue hat.
There is a purpose for the red hats. Right, Larry?
Yes.
This is an outrage. Santa Claus is wearing the red hat. A dress would be fantastic, but I'll wear the dang shirt. I can make a dress. I can make a dress for sure. As a matter of fact, Larry, I'm going to send you a few ideas. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. As a matter of fact, Melissa could really make a statement when everybody's wearing a t-shirt, but Melissa boards the ship in like this flowy, nice, Caribbean style, nice dress that no one else has. You know what I'm saying? You could give everybody dress envy. I'll send you some ideas. Anyway, in order to do the shirts the way I want to, the United States print options, there's two things here. One is either if I choose a quality company in the US, it's going to cost a lot of money for the dang shirts, man. It's going to cost money a lot. Or I can stick with the normal supplier, but you're going to get it from China. And the problem with that is that Chinese New Year is coming up. And, if there's any issue with the order, it could be a problem. So,
I throw out there too, if it comes from China, get one size bigger than you normally do.
Caitlin said your wind down time on your phone just went off. It really did. But rest assured, by Friday, the order link for the shirts will be out. Blue hats, out. We need to board the ship with red hats. There's no reason to contrarianify. That's a word. You should not contrarianify the red hats for the sake of your own fashion. I'm just kidding. Wear what you want. You could wear a freaking Para-DJ shirt on Embarkation Day for all I care.
Well, I might draw the line, but I just you don't have to wear it that long. It's just a cool thing, especially if there's a lot of people you haven't met before.
Yes.
You see them in the shirt, you see them in the hat. When you're on the ship, you'll walk right up to them, introduce each other. You'll see you're part of our group. It just makes us stand out a little bit. It just
yeah, why didn't I say Sal Patera? That would have been a better option. Yes, if you want to wear a Pal Cetera shirt on Embarkation Day, feel free.
And then it's a great place to put your pins. So when you go to wear your hat again, you look over your hat and you see the different pins you put on it of places you've been or cruises you've been on, and it's a nice little keepsake. It was a great idea.
I refuse to issue pins to someone wearing a blue hat. I'm just kidding, Kimbo's Cruising. I'm just kidding. Potato salad. All right. You got some? But anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. Now, moving on, I'm going to quickly get to this. I'm not going to harp on it. People are falling off faster than you can say pussy bow. But hit the thumbs up button, would you? I mean, for crying out loud. Can y'all hit
There
the
you go.
thumbs up for me? It says it across the bottom of the screen, somewhere in this area. Can you hit the thumbs up for me?
I just did it. I gave us a thumbs up.
Right. So let's quickly go over this. This is preliminary. If there's a typo, Tess, I swear to God, I will boot you out of this chat so fast. Scott, kick her out if she tries to point out a typo. I'm telling you right now. I know Kimbo's cruising. I know you were kidding. I'm triggered because Jamie wanted a tan one. I know. I've seen the Kimbo's cruising in their red hats. I was hoping you wouldn't announce that because I was kind of using you as an example for people like Jimmy. Oh, I can't wear red. I look terrible in red. Okay, you look terrible in red.
You just sounded like him.
I know. That was my Jimmy impression.
That was pretty good.
Hey, it's Jimmy. That was a terrible impression. I'm sorry, Jimmy.
The first one was better.
Yeah, I've seen Kimbo's Cruising. Actually, they have pins. So, anyhow, I do want to bring this up. There will be no corrections test. No one's asking for help. No one's asking for suggestions. This is just to show you. And I promise y'all, we will have more than one live stream or at least Q&A session to where, oh yeah, I know, the San Diego Chargers are full of tan. They got lots of tan in that uniform, Wendy. Oh yeah, it's all about the team colors. Mm-hmm. Yep. Chargers tan. Everybody knows about the Chargers tan. Whew. That's their road uniforms. Come on, Wendy. You're better than that. Without the drink package, more than one stream is going to be difficult. Well, it depends what you did the night before. You remember that movie? What was that movie, Larry, with Jim Carrey? Something about, was it Come On Eileen? No. What? Me, Myself, and Irene. Come On Eileen was a movie I watched back in high school. Yeah.
Me, Myself, and Irene.
Yeah. Forget it. I said that. That was a movie I watched in high school. Betamax. Sorry about that. Jimmy wanted tan. Maybe he wanted blue. I don't know. I could swear Jimmy wanted tan. But if he wanted blue, it's the wrong shade of blue. You know what shade of blue it is? It's freaking Giants blue. Anyway. Let me turn this off. This is just a preliminary run for those of you, and I'll post it in the ship show here this week as well. But this is what we're kind of looking at preliminarily. If you guys can see that, can you guys see that? Those of you who are going to be on the Coop Cruise, sorry, I don't mean to take over the live stream, but I know a lot of people have been asking, trying to plan their specialty dining with other events and such. What we're looking at preliminarily here is the meetup at the Embassy Suites the night before, obviously. Sail away party on embarkation, and then a Tides meetup 9 o'clock on embarkation day. Now, granted, these are just what we're doing. Whether you decide to come is completely up to you. You will not be judged, and we made sure not to do events where people would feel like, oh, I missed this one. Oh, no, this sucks. It's preliminarily. It's preliminary. Yes, that's right. It's preliminary. Every morning after embarkation day, Morning Joe with Larry from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. Have some coffee with Larry Thomas, and he will regale you with cruising knowledge like you've never seen before.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He has it.
And I mean, you'll have coffee, you know, chill out with everybody. Wouldn't you agree, Larry?
Oh my God, he's one of the nicest people. Him and Elaine, they're the nicest people. They've been on so many cruises, so many different lines. Just the stories, the experiences they have will just fascinate you. There's no way there's a person on this planet that doesn't think the world of those two. They are just super, super great people.
Agreed. 100% agreed. Why did I put a clown thing up there? Don't ask. Just, you know, don't ask. Now, let me see if I can make myself a little tiny guy. Put myself over here, up by Larry. There. All right. So I'll put myself down here. There we go. Larry's small. I'm small. So many things at 7:30. I'm not a morning person. Listen, it's every day. Brandoline, you don't have to go. It's just if you want to meet up with Larry for Morning Joe, do it. Larry gets up early. Larry Thomas, he's up early every day. As if you're not friends with him on Facebook, if you are, you would know. Because he's up early saying good morning almost every day, because almost every day he's on a cruise ship.
And he almost always, weather permitting, has his coffee outdoors.
Yeah. So then that first sea day will be the Coop Soup event with Kevin Brubaker at noon, where we take over a hot tub and pretty much make everyone on the Lido deck mad at us for a little bit. But it's a great time. We've done it so many times. It was originated on the Norwegian Breakaway Cruise to Nowhere. We just all decided to show up in the hot tub. It happened organically, and it became such a fun time every day. Then on the vlogger cruise one day, I just posted in a group, hey, who wants to have a hot tub party? And freaking 50 people showed up in the hot tub. It was the greatest day ever. I was accused of showing my dongbo by someone, but that's another story. I didn't. It was a great day. We'll be doing the Coop Soup event. For that, there may be another event snuck in there. That's why you see the TBD. And then at 9 o'clock, we have the Pajama Jam hosted by Tony Jackson, Doug Ollinger, Monroe Tarver, and Jason Sedler. Pajama party. That's what you need to know. And that will be at the Tides Bar. On the second sea day, Morning Joe with Larry, Shots and Socks at noon, hosted by Kelly Madison. Then we have dinner later on, 70s formal night, big deal for me anyway. Then followed by Rita's with Rita, hosted by nautical nurse Nancy. Then immediately following that event, the Woo Hootenanny with Woohoo Girl and Larry Brandhorst. Diane and Larry will be hosting that one for an hour at the club. And immediately following the Woo Hootenanny, there will be a dance party in the club where Tess has spoken with certain people on board. They'll be playing some 70s music for us in the club. If that doesn't work, I'll just drop the DJ the appropriate amount of cash to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So we'll have a little dance party in the club that night. Let's see. The next day is Aruba. The only thing we have on the calendar is Tess, come on now, we're getting there. Just stop it. We're getting there. Next day is Aruba. Only thing on the itinerary for that day, since we're in port early and leaving late, is Morning Joe with Larry. The next day, again, Morning Joe with Larry. And then, if you want, 10 o'clock p.m. in Bonaire, there'll be a casual hangout at the Alchemy Bar between 10 and 11 o'clock. If you want to come, feel free. I didn't mean to hit that button. Then we get to Curacao. That's when the magic happens again. Morning Joe with Larry in the morning. We have our all-inclusive resort day. And Left Center Rooster with Tess. That is being hosted by Tess at the resort. She's got a great big giant version of it. Should be a lot of fun. And we don't have to deal with John Heald's bullcrap about not being able to play the game. But we're still going to use Tess's cash because I've already printed it. So that's what we're going to use. Let's see. Tess's Tender. That's what it's actually called. Then we have a casual hangout at the Tides Bar, just like we did the last time on the Carnival Horizon, because that's a Wednesday night, Larry. You know what that means.
Yes, I do.
Ship Show live stream, where everyone's invited to jump in the pool in whatever clothes they wore to dinner. Or not. I'm just saying. I know Nautical Nurse Nancy might jump in the pool and knock it out. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
That pool looks amazing. Oh my God, that huge pool. I actually just want to go get in that pool and knock it out.
Just saying. Doug Ollinger, you know, we could relive old times. Last time you jumped in the pool, you know, I believe that might be a formal night. I could be wrong, but last time you jumped in the pool was your 50th birthday. Just saying. So Larry and I will be going live at the Tides Bar that night in Curacao. But up to you. You want to come? Come. If not, don't. Let's see. Then we have another C-Day, Morning Joe with Larry, of course. Then we have the... Rhonda, help me out with the name. I didn't put it in yet, and now I'm drawing a blank. I dated a girl named Port. I loved to be in her when the water was rough.
Super awesome comment.
Well done, Steve. Well done indeed. Shoot. I forget the name. Dang it. Rhonda knows, but Rhonda Carney's doing a putt-putt golf tournament, and it's not what you might think. She's got all kinds of fun stuff planned. There's a trophy. I've seen it. So, you know, you could win. And I have some ideas with that. The golf tournament. That's what it is. The golf tournament. Golf! You know what I'm saying? Is the shuttle to the port free? Depends on what port you're in. Anyway, that will be happening on the third sea day. We'll figure out the timing on that. Then we might do an eating thing, like a competition. Whoever can eat the most biscuits and gravy. That's what it is. I just don't know. Larry, we're doing biscuits and gravy for the eating competition. I'm going to switch that up. That first sea day at 9 a.m., there's going to be a biscuits and gravy eating contest in the buffet. That's what we're doing.
How many you can eat, or how fast you can eat so many?
No, we'll put a plate. Whoever can finish their plate first, with one arm tied behind their back and their partner feeding them. Okay? Both hands tied behind their back and their partner.
What if they haven't changed their recipe like that?
It doesn't matter. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. These ideas are coming to me. So if you're in the biscuit eating contest, right, you'll win something cool as hell. I'm going to ask, oh no. I'm going to ask Todd Blount to see if he can print me a 3D biscuit. That one last thing. Who can eat the most, Connie? Stop it! You have to have your hands behind your back, and your teammate has to, all right, later, Trevor, has to feed you the bites and drinks if you need them, because according to Tess, the biscuits are super terrible. So that's what it is. I don't care. We're changing. Tess, thank you for the inspiration. We are having a biscuits and gravy eating competition.
Wash down the biscuits and gravy with a shot of Malort.
No, they have to. Yeah. So the liquid that they will use to wash it down will be beer, or maybe Bloody Mary. We'll keep it simple. We'll keep it water. We don't want people adding to their drink package just to get a biscuit down. Yeah, we'll keep it water. But that's what it is. On that first C day, or the second, or C day 3, there will be a biscuits and gravy eating contest. Yeah, 9 a.m. That's happening. Thank you, Tess, for that. And then Cigars Under the Stars at 9:30. If you noticed, a lot of events are happening at the Tides Bar. We found that to be the ideal place for a lot of things like that. And then the final C day, Morning Joe with Larry. One other event, which is a secret. And the Bagoculator farewell party at the Atrium Bar. So, yeah, they'll have a partner. Who's not going to be willing to feed them? I mean, for crying out loud, Tess. They got to have a partner. Someone will feed them. If they don't have a partner, they're out. Caitlin, my warden has fallen asleep finally. Good night to you and Eliana and Garrett. Yes, my notifications were on. The reason you could hear them is because I specifically turned my Bluetooth on in case you called. Otherwise, you wouldn't have heard my notifications. So there you have it. So that is that with the calendar. And I will post that in the Coop Cruise Facebook group. But I know a lot of people have been asking about what's going on, because people are wanting to plan like specialty dining and things like that. And I did not want to gum up the works any more than I had.
Well, everybody does need to know. These, no way are we like making anything mandatory. Or
nothing's
like
mandatory.
Have to go to anything. That is the great thing about cruising. You can go to what appeals to you. If you have a show that you really want to see, a comedy club, whatever, or you just have other friends you just want to spend the night with, we completely understand. We're not expecting everybody to be at every event. Just basically offer opportunities for people to get together and just hang out. That's basically it. So
no Cigars Under the Stars or Hen Hangout. Wendy Johnstone, it was on the last, for crying out loud. I told you at the beginning of this, Wendy, I told you that this was not a complete thing, but the last thing I said, I believe, tell me if I'm wrong, Larry. Let me see if I can find it. I think I lost it. Oh no. Here it is. I got to move Larry out of the way.
You said Cigars 9:30.
Yeah. Cigars Under the Stars on the 7th at 9:30 p.m. at Tides Bar. Now, that time might change to 10 because I'm doing Chef's Table that night. The Hen Hangout is part of that event. This is, trust me, it'll all be in the app too, Wendy and everybody else who's wondering. All that stuff will be in the app. I haven't finished your picture for that event yet. So that's why it hasn't made it into this itinerary. But rest assured, that's in there. I could swear I mentioned Cigars Under the Stars, though, Larry.
You did. I wrote it down, 9:30.
Okay, yeah, the Hen Hangout is happening in conjunction with the Cigars Under the Star. Wendy Johnstone will be guiding an insightful conversation into the nuances of everything that is woman. I think that's the best way to describe it.
That's a great way to describe it.
And I really don't think that there's anyone that could host something like that other than Wendy. She is made for this.
She will.
I've heard all about what happened on the cruise I was on the Icon, and I so want to witness that whole situation again. And I can tell you that a lot of people are excited that that's happening again, including Kelly.
The women had more fun than the guys having cigars. I promised you that. It wound up being their group and our group, and they were having the best time, best time.
Yep.
And I didn't even want to bother to figure out what was going on. And I didn't really ask that many questions. I got a little bit of a synopsis of what.
Well, they all talked about.
They had a great time.
About things that, Beth, you don't need to know. You know. Put it this way. The girls got together while the men were smoking cigars and the girls talked.
The girls, maybe a little bit of like a truth or dare scenario, but without the dare part.
Yeah.
Just a lot of different life.
Gina Bird says, line them up, Wendy.
I'm just telling you, the women on the Icon had a great time that night.
Wendy Johnstone.
Super awesome comment.
She said, you'll know soon enough, Beth.
She's a hoot. Wendy is a hoot. There's no way around that. Yes, they'll have a great time. And again, the location is right up the stairs from the Tides Bar. So the smoking area is great. If the women don't want to be around the smoke, they could just hang out around the Tides Bar area.
Ooh, Wendy has funny ideas, which reminds me, I got to finish up some of the pins for I definitely got to finish Wendy's picture for her event because I'll just put it this way. We're going to go live in the Ship Show Facebook group and we'll talk about some of those things because I gotta go. Night all. Good night, Dogo Me. It's been a hoot. Take care of those dogos, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, that reminds me. There are a few of you who placed orders for calendars when the calendars got released. And I have to apologize from the very bottom of my subcockles. It's my own fault, but I posted the calendars and then someone made a comment about a typo. And what followed after that was me trying to fix the typo after I had published the product. And what happened was, like 17 people ordered the product. Then I went to fix the typo. And in the process of trying to fix the typo, it removed text from certain calendar pages too. And for freaking crying out loud, I was trying to type. I misspelled a word in one of the months, and I had Monroe's name in the freaking calendar originally. But when I went to fix the typo, it removed some of the text from that whole page, and it took his name off the damn calendar, fixed the typo. But in the midst of all that, when I changed the design, any orders that came through after that ended up requiring approval from me. And I did not know that they required approval until it was brought to my attention. You would think they would email me or text me or something that those orders needed approved. But I did go ahead and approve all of those orders today. I know Nautical Nurse Nancy was one of them. Tony Jackson was another. Amy Elke, I believe, was one. All the orders have been processed. You'll be getting them quickly. They don't take long. They're shipped out of the States. So, yep, Beth, yours was shipped as well. I refuse to acknowledge Steve's comment until he spells it right and with proper punctuation. He's trying to spell squirrel, but he's spelling squirrel. I will not accept it. But rest assured, those calendars will be there. It makes me mad. But when I saw Dogo mention that he was going to bed, I realized that he's the month of December in the calendar. And it reminded me that I wanted to speak about that. And that is another welcome to my ADD brain. I work off of cues like that. And, hey, listen. It is what it is. Get Crazy Cat Travel. Yeah, any other company that I've worked with besides this one, I had to use a specific company for the calendars. I would get a notice instantly saying, you have a problem with this order. This order has not been fulfilled. You have this many hours to fulfill this order. And all these orders came in. And hey, can I just say, I'm very happy to announce that I think it was, I got to double check after the shipping. Because every order after I made the typo change, I had to pay the shipping as well for the people. They paid for shipping, don't get me wrong, but I had to pay the company for the shipping, so that came out of the profit. But I'm pretty sure for the Renalos, we're at like $520 some we made to donate.
Very cool.
Off of the calendars. Very cool. Yep. So, good on ya, Coop. We're gonna donate that. I'm gonna actually make that donation on the Coop Cruise, unless they need it sooner. But otherwise, I'm just gonna do it while I'm with them. So, that's that.
Very nice.
But I don't know. What else you got, Larry? You got anything?
No, I think we've covered a lot. Again, as you're going through January, it goes by fast. Believe it or not, I'm on day 8 of January. Going good.
I saw you were drinking like Gatorade or something.
Tonight, I got a Sport Zero.
Okay.
Just thought I'd give it a go. Friends of mine do it every year, and they said it's no big deal. And so I thought I'd do it, and it's going well. But January will fly by. You got Valentine's Day. Once Valentine's Day hits, then we are right knocking on the door.
Oh my God, Larry, my schedule gets wild. So in 3 weeks, I leave for Raleigh for a conference for work in North Carolina. That's for a week. Then I come back for like 2 weeks. Then it's the Coop Cruise, right? Then I'm back for 2.5 weeks. Then it's freaking St. John. Then I'm back for 3 weeks, and then it's Bromania. It's a crazy schedule coming down the road for me.
Well, you got a lot to look forward to. That's what makes everything great.
Party on the Sea says, I love the music at the end like this. Reminds me of a church service. What it reminds me of is Saturday Night Live.
Saturday Night Live, no question about it.
But listen, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Remember, be nice to each other.
Quick shout out to my good friend Matt Bird. Matt, thinking about you.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Just wanted to say that.
Yeah, our thoughts and prayers are with the birds. And with those in California dealing with the horrific wildfires and the loss of life and property, we're definitely thinking about you. It's hard to imagine it's like you said earlier, it's like every day there's something new, you know? But
It's, yes.
it is, it's
But
a
Happy New Year,
part of
everybody.
life.
Thanks for tuning in. Good to be back. And thank you for working on that app. That looks amazing. The schedule's looking great. This cruise will be here in no time, and it's guaranteed to be an unbelievably great time.
Yes, and I apologize. I swear to you all, from the depths of my soul, you have no idea. First, there was some individuals on the cruise that were requesting a specific size, for the shirts, which required me to zigzag to find a manufacturer that could do that. And I had a lot of stuff designed, and then final payment came and those individuals canceled. So I had to switch it up because by that point my whole design had changed, right? Because that's how my squirrel mind works. But then I tried every option I could to make V-necks. I really, really, truly did. Just didn't work out. And I promise you I won't be upset if you cut them. As a matter of fact, I'm a fan of cleavage. So if you want to cut it out for that purpose, or just to breathe better, be my guest. I'm only playing. It does not bother me one bit. Okay? Unless my face is on there when you cut it out. Don't cut my face out. That's all I'm saying. Feel free to cut up, slice, dice, take the sleeves off. So I don't care what you do, but we got to match. We got to make a statement boarding that ship with those hats and the shirts. That's all I'm saying. Remember, be nice to each other online. Figure out in your life that someday when you're on your deathbed, your politics won't mean a hill of beans. And the sooner you realize that, the happier you'll be. The more joy you'll find in your life. We don't need to fight for the cause of politics when they're not fighting for ours. Just remember that. Be nice to each other, everybody. And one last thing. Coop Cruise 2026. Gonna be bigger than the first one. I promise you that. We've got some big partners on board. Might blow your mind. I'm excited to announce that. I just ended the